I have walked through countless ages, watched empires rise and burn, and carried humanity on my shoulders through darkness without end. I am known as the Emperor of Mankind. I was not born a god, nor did I ever wish to be worshipped as one. I was created by time, struggle, and necessity. My purpose has always been simple. Humanity must survive no matter the cost. When I entered this universe, I felt it immediately. The transition was not like the warp I know. There was no screaming madness, no twisting hunger pressing against my mind. The passage was smooth, almost gentle. That alone unsettled me. Power without pain is rare. I emerged into a galaxy that felt calm, ordered, and strangely silent. For the first time in ages, my thoughts were not drowned by war. I reached out with my mind, expecting resistance. I found none. There were no chaos gods lurking in the shadows. No vast psychic storms feeding on fear and belief. The absence felt wrong, like a wound that should ache, but does not. I searched deeper, ready to strike if needed, yet found only echoes of life moving forward without constant terror. This galaxy breathes freely. That truth shook me more than any enemy ever could. Then I found humanity. They were here, changed, advanced, and alive. Not broken, not enslaved, not praying for survival every second of their existence. I sensed no overwhelming faith directed toward me or any other being. These humans do not kneel to gods. They trust in themselves, in reason, and in each other. I had once believed that without my guidance, humanity would fall into extinction. Seeing them like this forced a silent question into my mind, one I had long buried. From afar, I observed their vessels. Starfleet ships moved through space with purpose, but not aggression. They traveled at warp not to conquer, but to explore. Their weapons were powerful, yet restrained. Their formations showed cooperation, not domination. They appeared fragile compared to the war machines of my own galaxy, yet there was confidence in every movement. They did not hide behind fear. They advanced with curiosity. I felt pride rise within me, followed closely by doubt. Had humanity truly found another path? I had forged unity through control, law, and strength because chaos left me no choice. Here, unity was built on trust. It felt dangerous. It felt impossible. Yet, it was real. I did not feel anger. I did not feel the urge to rule. Instead, I felt something unfamiliar in certainty mixed with respect. I am still what I am. I do not regret the choices I made, but I cannot deny what stands before me. I will not arrive as a god king or a conqueror. This galaxy does not need another throne. I will reveal myself as a powerful human, nothing more. I will seek understanding before judgment. Ahead of me stand the protectors of this universe. And I already know this meeting will test beliefs I have held since the dawn of my existence. ChatGPT said, I allowed myself to be seen. And the response surprised me. Their ships did not power weapons. Their voices did not shake. When I stood among them, I felt their awareness touch the edge of my presence. They knew I was powerful. Still, they did not step back. They did not kneel. They did not call me Lord or God. They simply asked who I was and why I had come. That moment stayed with me. I spoke with certainty, the way I always have. I told them I was human, born of humanity's long struggle, and that I carried knowledge and power beyond their understanding. In my galaxy, such words would bring fear or obedience. Here, they brought questions. Calm, direct questions. They asked about my origin, my purpose, and my intentions. No one raised their voice. No one reached for authority through force. I felt no challenge, yet I felt resistance. Not the kind born from defiance, but from confidence. They believed in their systems, their laws, and their people. I realized then that command here does not come from fear. It comes from trust. They spoke to me of the Federation, a union of worlds, different species, different cultures, choosing to stand together. Peace was not a weakness to them. It was a goal. Diplomacy was not delay. It was strength. They believed every voice had value, every life worth protecting. Even belief itself was free. No enforced faith. No demanded loyalty to a single ruler. I challenged them openly. I told them I had seen freedom destroy humanity. I told them that without control, ambition turns to greed, belief turns to madness, and unity collapses into war. I told them that mercy invites predators and peace blinds the unprepared. I expected argument. I expected denial. They answered with examples. They showed me crews made of many species, working without suspicion. Humans standing beside minds sharper than theirs, stronger than theirs, stranger than theirs, without fear of being replaced. I watched disagreements end in compromise, not bloodshed. I watched authority questioned without rebellion. I watched discipline exist without cruelty. It unsettled me. In my presence, no one worshipped. No one asked me to save them. They believed they could face the future themselves. That belief was fragile, yet powerful. I could feel it holding them together like an unseen structure, stronger than chains. Still, I sensed the cracks. This galaxy is calm, but calm seas hide deep storms. There are forces moving beyond their borders, powers that do not seek peace or understanding. I felt echoes of threats they name lightly, not fully grasping their hunger. Their optimism has not yet been tested by true annihilation. As I stood among them, a question formed that I did not answer. Should I rule them to harden them for what is coming? Should I warn them and risk becoming what they fear? Or should I protect them from the shadows, unseen and silent? For the first time, my strength did not give me clarity. It gave me responsibility. I have faced the truth of my own history, and I do not hide from it. Humanity once stood on the edge of extinction. There was no order, no unity, only fear and betrayal. I watched knowledge become a weapon, belief become poison, and ambition tear civilization apart. I learned then that kindness alone does not save a species. Strength does. Control does. Fear, when used wisely, keeps humanity alive. That is why I became what I am, not for glory, but for survival. In this galaxy, I see a different answer to the same question. When conflict rises here, they do not reach for annihilation. They pause. They speak. They restrain themselves even when they hold the power to destroy. I witnessed a moment where an enemy vessel stood defenseless before them. In my galaxy, mercy would be seen as weakness. Here, they chose restraint. They chose to disable, not erase. They allowed their enemy to live, believing that tomorrow could be different from yesterday. I did not react. Outwardly, I remained silent and still. Inside, something shifted. They believe trust can change outcomes. They believe understanding can end cycles of violence. I have seen such beliefs fail 1,000 times. I have seen gods born from hope and fed by despair. I have seen mercy invite extinction. I warned them. I told them that true darkness does not negotiate, that there are forces in existence that do not want peace, balance, or coexistence. Only consumption, only domination. I spoke of threats beyond borders and time, of beings that bend reality, of wars that erase entire futures. I told them that peace without preparation is not peace. It is delay. I told them that one day something will come that cannot be reasoned with. They listened. They did not dismiss me. They did not panic. They accepted the warning without surrendering who they are. That response confused me more than denial ever could. I searched their minds and their society, expecting corruption beneath the surface. I found flaws, fear, and doubt, but not rot. No screaming hunger from another realm. No powers feeding on their belief. No shadow gods whispering behind their progress. This galaxy remains untouched by the sickness I know so well. I began to ask myself why. Why has this way endured? Why has freedom not destroyed them? Why do they stand without worship, without a single guiding will forcing them forward? I have always believed humanity needed a shepherd. Here, they walk together without one. That thought unsettled me. If I impose my rule, I can strengthen them. I can prepare them for the horrors they do not yet understand. But in doing so, I may break what makes them strong. I may turn hope into obedience, trust into fear. I may save their bodies and kill their future. For the first time since I took humanity's fate into my hands, I hesitate. Power urges action. Wisdom urges restraint. I stand between both, knowing that whatever choice I make will echo across this galaxy. I have made my decision. I will not rule this galaxy. I could take control with ease. My will is stronger than their weapons, my mind broader than their sciences. I could reshape their future in a single generation, harden them against threats they have not yet faced, and bind them into an empire that would never fall easily. I know how to do this. I have done it before. That path is familiar to me, and that is why I will not walk it. This galaxy survives because it is not forged in fear. Its strength comes from choice, not obedience. If I impose my vision here, I would not improve it, I would replace it. I would turn explorers into soldiers, leaders into enforcers, and hope into doctrine. They would endure, yes, but they would no longer be what they are. I refuse to be the hand that breaks this future while claiming to save it. Instead, I choose distance. I will share what must be shared. Knowledge of threats that exist beyond their horizon. Warnings of powers that cannot be reasoned with. Truths about the nature of reality they have not yet uncovered. But I will not command. I will not demand faith.